welcome to Clutch My Pearls, the podcast where I, Emily, learn all about the smut that my friends are reading. As always, I'm joined with Vanessa and Barbara.
Hi.
Hi.
I feel like I looked at
Yeah, I kept looking at all of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We were terrible at openings. We recorded our bonus Patreon episode yesterday, and for whatever reason,
glitched out.
every time, that was the fourth one we've recorded, and it's every single time you go like, oh, you know what this is, and then just like don't know what to say.
she's out of rhythm.
And then when we end, I'm like, okay, bye.
Okay,
I'm gonna hang up now.
It's like when you call to make an appointment or like order a pizza or something, which I don't do that anymore, but you just like forget everything you were going to say and just hang up. Like, I have to go. And then I'll just never go back to that place. No.
Oh my God.
I'm done for life.
Yeah. Sometimes I need like thinking time too, where they'll be like, oh, well, they can't do 10. Could you do 12? And I'm like,
I don't know what that means.
Let me check and get back to you. Meanwhile, Jeff's like, yes, you can do 12. You can do 12. I'm like, I have
it's
to
too late.
call you back.
I've already gotten on the mindset of I need to get off the phone right now. And that's all I can do now.
Yes.
Just put them on hold next time to give yourself a minute.
How do you like it when people put you on hold?
I mean, I put people on hold.
Ooh.
Yeah, but when they call you to make an appointment.
Someone calls the salon to make
In
an
our
appointment and they
daytime.
say, can you hold?
If they were checking a date,
Yeah.
or a time.
Some of it is like, I don't know. Everyone, different strokes for different folks.
If you're checking your schedule, I will hold.
I used to work at a doctor's office and I would occasionally have to answer the phones for people who were booking appointments. And if someone was like, oh, can you hold? I'd be like, hell yeah, because I don't want to be in the phone at all. So if you
Yes, let's delay this even further.
give me some time to do nothing.
I'm like, I look really busy right now.
I'm on hold.
Yeah.
I can't help you.
Vanessa had some stuff for us.
We
We got a funny comment on the last episode that came out. It was ransom.
on our Patreon, patreon.com/.
Oh, yes, it was a Patreon comment.
Ooh.
Kurt said, I got it. Robin Hood, Fox version.
Fox version.
Wants to get with the maid, what's her face? But the sheriff of Nottingham is just too naughty.
Oh my God.
Something, then a threesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if there's got to be Robin Hood smut.
God.
If there's
my
Peter
God.
Pan, like.
Oh, yeah. There was already smut written about Joe Biden and Donald Trump after
Oh my God.
the other night. There's got to be.
Because we're in our good girl 5-minute timer after the smashmashin'.
Yeah, after that situation.
This is probably how their security really talks.
Yeah.
I forgot we're in our 5 minutes. Are we good? No.
Who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah.
YouTube Daddy will let us know.
Stakes are very low.
Yeah.
Again.
You know, follow us on YouTube. Watch us on YouTube. We do all of our, if you're just listening to this, you can watch our videos and watch us in real time, react and read and see stuff. We also had a good email. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you? I'm so sorry.
Oh no, 3 women with ADHD interrupting each other for the first and last time?
Never.
Ever. I said I wasn't going to talk this episode.
You did say that, and we thought, you do what you want, but that's going to be weird. I was just going to say that I've been enjoying the Patreon comments that we've gotten on Ransom because when I was editing it, sorry TMI everyone, but I'm on my period, and when I was editing it, every single time I edit when this is happening, I'm like, wow, I never stop talking. I'm so annoying. I need to oh my God, she needs to just like be quiet. And so it was reassuring to have everyone be like, oh my God, I've read this book. And I was like, thank God. It's not just me going
There
like,
were a lot of people that read the book. I was really surprised.
they were excited about it and it made me feel a lot better.
Yeah. I went and put some of our little note cards. I've been trying to, do a little bit of promotion at bookstores by putting them into the books that we've read for people to find it and then be like, oh, I like this book. I should check out this podcast. And I didn't see that book there. And there were a billion Nora Roberts
You have to go to the
ones.
grocery store.
I don't know that Julie Garwood is
Barnes and
super
Noble?
popular, like currently.
But there's a whole section, like kind of where we
Yes.
were talking about how like they all had to be printed on this certain book size.
Yes.
That area of the Nora Roberts ones, they were all, and so I kept like looking. Also, I love their fonts on these books.
They're so good. Yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to do that, but I didn't see it. I don't know. That's where I was going with that. We got an email.
Oh, yeah, we did get an email. A relative of Christmasina.
Christmas
my
Tina.
God, Christmas
Love
Tina.
it. They were saying that they came
attended
to,
a wedding.
with him.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because it was a family wedding, so he was there, and it was like a month before the email.
Did you tell him about us?
No, he apparently told everybody else.
Yeah,
but him
didn't tell him, and said, but like a few other family members were like very excited about the.
Oh yes, I love it. I mean, he's a babe. Sorry, even if you're happily married, so are we.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Yeah, it was like
sorry,
unfortunately
girls.
he's married, and he was like, we are all also happily married. Like,
Can't stop me from casting him. I'm still gonna. He's still
Gonna do
every
it.
like
Gonna do
mafia
it.
babe.
Doesn't your mom likes him, right?
yes,
Yeah.
I
Hi,
called her
Diane.
immediately,
Hi,
and I was
Diane.
like, I got a great story for you. She's like, oh my god, she was.
She's 2-3 degrees away.
Yeah, she was like, we're 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon away from. Oh my god.
Oh my god, we're 8 slices of bacon away from him.
It's happening. Oh, and then she was talking about how, maybe this is too much for the family member, sorry, but she was talking about how I think somebody was married to him or somebody, it didn't really matter, but a woman was married to one of the men that my mom is crushing on. Hi, Diane. And then also she married Ron Livingston, who was another one that my mom is like in love with.
Was he in Office Space?
Yes.
Nice.
And then she was like, and it's so weird, B, because she calls me B. They both have brown eyes, and I don't usually like brown eyes, but they just are, oh my God. And I'm like, okay, I have to get off the phone now.
It's like this very distinct feature of theirs, brown eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, she's usually all about the blue eyes, but
Well,
she'll make an exception.
Baby blues. Does your mom have blue eyes?
Yeah,
Nice.
nice. Hi, Diane.
I've never seen your mom. Obviously,
Not yet.
not yet. I wonder if she'll look like what I think she looks like in my head. If I've casted her correctly.
Oh my
As
god.
Christmas Tina?
That in my mind, that's your mom's boyfriend.
Barbara Blindside. My mom is Christmasina.
I love it.
You were at the wedding.
Yeah. I emailed us. So
Hi,
we could use a
Christmasina.
little other behind the scenes. You know what I just realized is my air purifier is still on. I wonder if these new mics can pick it up. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Oh wow.
I guess I can try to turn it off. I'm
Try
I'm gonna try it.
If you need to, it probably won't.
Yeah, it's probably fine because we have these fancy new mics from
Yeah.
our executive producer.
Our executive producer, my husband,
Your husband.
treated us to
Happily married.
happily married. I guess I won't leave him for Christmasina yet or ever.
She's on deck.
because he's happily married, and of course I respect that. But he got us fancy new microphones and a new little board that has a lot of different lights on it.
A lot of different lights. Yeah. We were talking about it in the episode that we recorded yesterday, which was our bonus episode for July for our patrons.
Yeah.
What's the Patreon?
At patreon.com/catchmypearlspod.
Oh my God, look at her. Marketing queen. Okay, anyway.
I'm going to be like the Micro Machines guy by the end of it. I'm like,
You're like waking up in the middle of the night saying it. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. Jeff came and helped us like set it up, and there's so many lights. It looks very fancy. It feels like a real podcast.
Yeah.
yeah. And it should hopefully help with the editing process to make it easier and that we have a more depth to our voices.
So your
Oh my
weird
God.
voices and sounds and everything will be like very inspired.
Yes.
Do you think we're 5 minutes in yet? Because I think that when we
We
start
are.
talking about this book, there might be some swearing.
Yes,
Oh,
we are
no,
like
we're way
6
past.
minutes in.
Yeah,
Oh my
we're
God,
good.
we did it. Okay. Also, I don't remember what episode it was, but we talked once and joked.
Here she goes.
What?
Leading us in. Tell us.
Vanessa's on edge. You know why? Because the bonus episode that we recorded
Oh,
yesterday,
she's mad.
She is mad, and I told you yesterday I was plotting.
That was, yeah, I was
we'll
like
get
24
there.
hours. That's all you
We'll
needed?
get into that.
Okay.
We'll get
Into
into
a new
that.
era.
I know
Vanessa's
she
on
gave
edge
me something.
because she was
Spoiler.
slipped something.
Yeah.
She gave
okay.
me something.
What do we got?
There was an episode, I don't remember what it was, a while back, but we joked about how I was wearing an outfit that was like a hint towards what the book was going to be. And I did that today a little bit.
Oh, are we back in Scotland or are we in Ireland?
Who
the
knows?
70s?
For our listeners, I'm wearing a green sweater with little flowers on it. And since that's all you can really see, that's the piece I'm talking about.
I wonder, is it the flowers or the green or both?
I guess you can keep wondering. Vanessa, how
I
you
don't-
feeling about what you
I'm
did to
good.
me
We were-
yesterday?
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. We started recording yesterday, and she hands me her Kindle.
I just made you read a little blurb.
She just hands me her Kindle before we go. She goes, "That's for you." I go, "What?" And then I tried to figure out how to turn it on, and she yelled at me a lot.
Yeah,
Don't
welcome to
open
my life. And then
Don't open it.
Yeah, so you can.
And then she made me read. She said, "I'm not going to tell you the title. I'm not going to tell you the synopsis." She just made me read the first chapter, which was a sex scene.
it had a lot of your favorite word in it.
So I had to read it was very hi Diane, who
which is good that it was
She's
our
going to see it.
Patreon episode because it definitely would not. YouTube
broke
Daddy
the
would
good-
YouTube
not
would have
like
been
it.
very upset.
Yeah.
Yes.
The good
So
girl
I decided
timer.
to return the favor. And it's only been 24 hours. That's right. I literally at 2 a.m. when I was like kind of awake and like rolling over, I was like, I know what I'm going to do. And then today I prepped. I had a whole other book prepped and I was actually really,
No.
I did. And I was so excited because I was like, for the first time, I didn't switch books at the last minute. The one that I thought I was going to do was the one that I have prepped. So that'll come back. But yeah, I switched and pivoted and
It was for the fans, Barbara.
it was for the fans.
Don't
For
be
patrons.
I'm not mad.
mad. Yeah.
What did we have?
I'm not
What
mad.
did we have today?
I was thinking, what can I do to get back at Vanessa?
Den of Vipers.
I threatened to bring a book that had no sex.
Oh no.
Did you?
No,
Did
because I
you?
don't know how
Oh,
that'll work. How are we going to clutch my pearls over this documentary of a
We're
book?
doing Love Light Farms again.
I'm doing one of my self-help books.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, well, I know she hates miscommunication, but I don't know how like revenge that is. And like, I don't know.
Right.
And then it occurred to me. So before I read the synopsis, I included the first, I think it's 2 sentences of it on your little paper. You're welcome to read it now.
Of the synopsis.
This is just the first 2 sentences of the synopsis.
So I can open it.
Vanessa, you can open it and please read.
She was supposed to cure.
What is it?
She was supposed to cure the coronavirus, and instead she fell in love with it.
Kissing the coronavirus.
I literally jumped out of my chair. Wow. Guess who's back? COVID's back.
This is just in time for the summer surge.
Oh my God.
Keep those masks on.
Yeah, everybody coming back from vacation for school with the COVID.
Wow.
All right, lay it
How
on
did
me.
she pivot? It's only been 24 hours. This is only
So
16
your
pages.
shirt is COVID. It's green.
She woke up at 2 a.m. and read this book to spite me.
Wow.
It's
Dedicated.
16 pages. We're good.
She
It
did
was
the
not
windmill.
strenuous.
I'm into this. I'm into this. I'm into this.
And just so you know, if you try to hand me something and make me read it, who knows if I'll cooperate
Oh, she might read her own thing. She
It's-
might improv.
For the fans.
for the fans.
Wow. Well, fucking is Barbara Fauci.
All right. All right. I haven't read it yet, but I have a strong suspicion I will.
Did you say you haven't read it?
The book I'm presenting today? Yeah, I don't know what's in it.
I mean, it's only 16 pages. We could literally read it on the show.
Literally the whole thing.
16 pages?
Yeah, I read it. And also, what's weird, there's no page 9.
So it's really 15 pages.
I thought I was losing my mind because I just kept like a little running list of like, here's page 7. This is on page 7. This is whatever. And I was like,
each page has a sentence.
yeah.
There's no page 9. It's like how hotels don't have
13
13th floor.
Yeah.
I die.
There's no page 9. Does it affect the story in any way?
It made me confused, but not in a way that really affected the story. No, you guys you should be
COVID
good.
does give you brain fog.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay.
They had a fever.
Who is the author?
Who is this person?
What is happening? Okay. It's Kissing the Coronavirus by MJ Edwards.
Okay.
And it was released April 22nd of 2020.
Wow.
Wow.
They wrote this in the throes.
I saw online.
Whoa,
that
wait.
this
Hold
is
on. I think we were still working. Like, did we shut down in March?
March.
March. Remember, we
Wow.
literally came back from LA for my
Disneyland.
birthday. Yeah, I was like hand sanitizing everybody.
Vanessa was coughing on the flight, and I was like, "You're gonna get kicked off."
Oh my God, they're going to land the plane and we're going to be stranded.
Every time we got off a ride, she would give us a little squirt of hand sanitizer.
We'd wipe down all the stuff. It was crazy. My mom was like, "Don't go."
And then we
Your
ate
mom was right, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we were like, "Hello,
That's
it's
fine.
Disneyland tickets," and then we ate a Buzz Lightyear macaron thing out of a
Dorito bag.
We had a vacation already planned in February, and then that ended up, we were like, let's go. And that ended up being where Eric proposed. So it was like,
Oh my
like,
God.
worked
In
out.
2020?
Yeah.
You were
Oh my
kissing the
God.
coronavirus.
Yeah. It was very romantic.
That was very romantic. Where did you go?
Hawaii.
Wow.
In February?
Yeah.
What
You're
part of
lucky you didn't
February?
get stuck
for
there.
Valentine's Day?
No, so I used to work for a hotel, big hotel chain, and they had a deal where if you were an employee, you could book out in advance at the employee price, and it was like $30 a night. So I booked at a resort in Hawaii for $30 a night and grabbed the only 3 days I could find in the system that were together, and it happened to be in February of 2020.
Nice.
So I was like, "Hey, Eric, do you want to go to Hawaii?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, all right, cool." And I used to live there, so it was
He's
like,
like, I
nice.
got the ring.
We were there at the beginning of February too. It was like
that's
when
so
the
funny.
first documented case. We were like having like chat about Corona.
You did this.
I did it.
Also, a fun little, will I include this? I don't know. But my father hadn't retired from the military at that point, and he called me in December and he said, "Hey, Start thinking about what it would be like if you couldn't leave your house for a month and just get ready. And I was like, what? And he's like, just stock up on some things. No need to panic, but just what would it be like if you didn't leave for a month?
Whoa.
Wow.
Anyway.
That's so crazy.
The FBI's onto us now.
So this author, MJ Edwards, I saw online that they lost their job. And so this is the first book they've written. And they were like, I know what I'll do. This.
So have they written books since?
Oh, yeah. There are 5 in this series.
Of Corona?
The Corona Chronicles.
Oh, because then you've got Delta. You've got the, what were the others? What were
I
the
don't
strains?
remember.
Omicron.
The current one is Flirt.
They sound like Transformers.
The current one is Flirt. Did you not know this?
No.
Yes, it's called Flirt. They want us to associate it with smut.
They want us to kiss it. Wow. Look, they're doing anything to get in on the smut train.
They are. It's so hot right now. They love our podcast.
They love us. We're cutting edge. So, Kissing the Coronavirus, 13 pages.
16 pages.
16 pages.
15 technically.
Who can say?
There's not a 9.
The synopsis, she was supposed to cure the coronavirus. Instead, she fell in love with it. Are you excited?
I just love it because now all I see on your cute little sweater is Corona.
Spike proteins. Dr.
She's a woman in STEM.
Yes. Dr. Alexa Ashingtonford is a part. I know. It's good. There's a later one in the series where
Ashingtonford.
There's another one later where the woman's name is Dr. Amy Amyson.
Stop it.
I think that's it. I have to double check.
Amy Amyson McAmyson.
Yes.
Bodie McBoatface.
George Glass.
George Tropicana.
Leonard Delaney. Phil Gates. No, he doesn't make an appearance, but maybe in one of the later books. Okay. Dr. Alexa Ashingtonford is a part of a crack team of scientists tasked with finding the cure to the devastating coronavirus.
Devastating.
Little did she know she would end up falling in love with it in this steamy viral erotica.
Ooh.
Kissing the Coronavirus is a steamy tale about forbidden love and dark desires come to life.
Yes.
Show me the
cover again.
Yeah.
Vanessa's horned up for it. She loves it.
I missed it the first time.
Our listeners, you can find a picture
So
of the
he's
cover.
just like a green man.
He is a green man.
He looks like the Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah, he does.
Does he have little spike proteins on him?
He does. He
He
sure
does,
does.
yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. I feel like Corona was red, though,
Yeah.
when they would show the little
Well, this
picture.
is early days.
That's true.
We didn't
Creative
know a
license. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And the
didn't.
Mucinex Man
We didn't know a lot.
So
was
true.
part of it.
Yeah.
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 He
People
really
were-
moved in, eh?
Oh my God.
So
Just
where
warmed up.
Where does she live? Not Amy Amyson. What is it?
Dr. Alexa Ashingtonford.
Ashington Ferdberg.
Ferdberg.
Alexis.
Sorry. My
Or
inhaler
Alex-
is not working today. Dr. Alexa Ashingtonford.
Do you think that the coronavirus is upset with you that you are reading this book and that's why it's making you cough?
I hope not, because that means we all have COVID now. But no, I
You
have.
did kiss.
Fun fact, listeners and watchers, I have cough variant asthma. So allergies have been making me cough periodically. So that's why there's always these little cuts where I have to just like, I use my inhaler. It's not doing a damn thing.
Oh.
Okay.
We need like a signal, a cough signal.
The cough cloud. It's fine.
Right.
We can just,
These new mics, you won't even hear it. It'll just automatically know like, oh, they don't want that noise.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
Where does she live?
it's 15 pages.
You sound
We
like
don't-
me
I don't-
yesterday. It's
yeah.
100 pages.
It's 100
relax.
pages. We don't have time for that.
Yeah.
She has blonde hair,
It's Emily.
It's me.
pink manicured nails.
It's Vanessa.
Get ready for this. Huge boobies,
I'm not wearing a bra today.
a thick with 2 C's ass.
I would show it to you.
2 C's.
It's over here for our listeners.
For our listeners, do you
wait.
hear that?
Did you hear it squirt? Did you hear that thickness that smear across the...
And also nice legs.
Wow.
There it is. All right.
There she
If
is.
you're listening, check out our YouTube to
Check
see
out
her
our YouTube. I
hold
showed
up her
off
calf.
And her crew
and my
socks.
Her little socks that
My
do
little
not
sock.
match. Oh, they're green.
She's not a millennial.
It's green and
oh
blue.
My God.
Yeah, they have
She's
that
infected.
too.
Your little flowers kind of look like a coronavirus.
I knew it.
I missed the memo.
Aw.
You are the...
That's part of your punishment.
Yeah.
I'm the cure.
You're her. You're in love.
Ew.
Dr. Alexa Ashingtonford is part of a team of scientists that are like sort of in lockdown, working in a lab trying to find the cure.
Okay.
And they call the vaccine is the cure, which is not real. But so they're like, the vaccine is, we have to find the cure, and the vaccine is interchangeable.
Okay.
And she works with Dr. Gertly Chund. Feeling good?
Is Gertly Chung a word?
I mean, I'm looking at it. Beyond that, I don't know.
But like, is it one word or is it Gertly Chun?
Gertly Chund.
All
one
no
word.
spaces.
All one word. All one word.
No hyphen.
His first name is Bob.
I love this. See, this is the right level.
We're definitely
of,
sick.
of authors where she's just like,
Going for it.
all right, that's your name.
This was written absolutely satire. This is not. This is Conquered by Clippy. This is not meant to be taken seriously. In case you couldn't tell,
None of this is serious.
It's no page
By the
9.
way.
they used to have 4 scientists, but 2 of them died. I won't say from what.
Oh.
Yeah, it was COVID. I'm just lying. Okay. So in the beginning, Dr. Bob is like, I need you to check all those samples. And so she checks them in the sampleometer and women in STEM. And she determines that they're all perfect, which means they can go forward with like clinical trials. But she knows because she's so smart.
So smart.
So smart. She knows that the vaccine needs a little bit more COVID in it because then it will work better. So she puts 1 drop of the active virus inside the vaccine. And then
That's how it makes the man.
Dr. Bob
Turns into the coronavirus.
Did she
man?
infect him with it? Did she squirt him in and then he turns into him?
she squirts all right, but not like that. No, I'm just kidding.
my
Or am I? So Dr. Bob is like, the samples were all good? Yes. Okay, we can do the clinical trials. And he goes, I'm skipping the clinical trials.
Inject me.
I will do it myself. And she's like, you can't.
hero.
Isn't that
might
what happened to
die.
Spider-Man? With
Sort of, yeah.
Willem Dafoe,
Oh.
where he's like, I just tested myself. I think. I don't know.
The Green
She sound
Goblin.
The
just
Green
like him.
Goblin. Yeah.
Perfect,
Oh,
yes.
he's the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
William Dafoe is
Bob
Dr. Bob.
Yeah, Dr. Bob is Willem Dafoe.
No.
Oh, that's who we're banging.
Hell yeah.
You'll see. So Dr. Bob is like,
That's who
I'm
you're
gonna.
banging.
Oh yeah, because it's you.
It's you.
Like, I got
With your-
big tits, a thick ass.
Excuse me,
and
huge
legs.
boobies, not big
Oh,
tits.
huge boobies.
Accuracy
that
is
is actually
important.
more accurate as to how I describe myself. Huge boobies, thick ass. What? How are my legs again?
Nice.
They're nice, nice legs,
They're nice.
nice legs.
Just nice.
Yeah, Vanessa snorted. Do you think we'll get her?
I've snorted like 3 times already.
Do you think we'll get her to spit today?
I probably
Check out our
Good.
bonus
Don't
episode
talk
for
about mayonnaise.
July on Patreon, and you'll
But I'm
see
talking
her
about
spit.
his egg white cannon,
I'm talking
okay?
about mayonnaise. Oh God.
God, I forgot about the egg white cannon. What was the other thing? It was like a satchel.
Sneeze in your
Sneeze and
snatch.
satchel is what I can't. Okay.
In your honey pot.
It was fun telling Eric about all that. Oh, and I did ask him, hey, Bernie, Jeff, or you, who do you think would win in the game of the dating game?
What'd he
And
say?
who would be the most upset? He says, I don't know who would win, but he thinks Jeff would be the most upset.
Yeah.
Why does he like? In what way does he think that Jeff would be upset?
He thinks that Jeff would be like,
You're wrong.
not like
Or
you're
you're
wrong.
lying.
He thinks that Bernie would argue more or
Yeah.
be more like adamant, but Jeff would be like upset that he thought he knew it and he didn't if he got any answers wrong.
Right.
Bernie
then-
would be like, that one time.
No, this is no on this day at this like
You love fucking what no, I don't. I've literally never
You're allergic
eaten
to
that
that.
before.
I'm literally not.
Yeah.
I think I would be Bernie in this situation.
I want to see those questions. And then I let him know that my theory was that we would just cover each other and anything he said, I would be like, that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he was like, oh yeah,
Yes,
totally.
that's my middle name.
Correct.
I did ask Jeff.
What your middle name was?
I told.
I was like, I will fucking freak out right now.
I told him about the book and the twist, and he guessed the question of like, what was it? This?
No way.
Because that's what
He was
I
like,
thought
yeah,
that
that's
you
the ultimate
guys-
question. I was like,
It's irrelevant. Do you know how many people know my middle name? Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth. Like it's
No, I know, but I
it's
just
not
feel
intimate.
I didn't know your middle name.
There you go.
And we
didn't
kiss
either.
all the time.
Guess we're not
now we're
coronavirus.
intimate.
That's how we all get. We had our pre episode kiss, and that's
Then we
how we
got
all get infected.
And now we have to know your middle name because we're in love.
Okay.
I just think that just means like we're serious.
But not that he's learned to pleasure her. At least we're giving away the whole episode. Go listen to patreon.com/CrushMyPearlsPod.
Book Boyfriends and Above. You can check it out. Okay,
Y'all know what we're talking
anyway.
about. Everyone else is like, what the fuck? Get back to the COVID.
This is very serious.
It's only 15 pages.
This was a global pandemic.
People died,
I
which
mean,
is
first of
literal
all,
and true.
like,
this
we are aware like a lot of people died.
We are
and it
aware
was,
that
like,
this
sad.
is not something to make fun of, but also in that regard, it's something to make fun of because of how like, oh my God, it was.
Because
You
of how
have to
like
cope.
horrific and traumatic it was and life changing it was. The only way I can handle things is by making fun of it.
Yes.
Yes.
So I will make fun of this because
Right.
that's.
we've already made fun of a lot of things.
I saw
I know,
someone
but, yeah.
tweeting the other day about how like, no. The what was it? Third Class was 100% doing a killer stand-up comedy routine down at the bottom of the Titanic when it was sinking.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you gotta cope out. You got.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You know?
Humor's the best medicine.
I highlighted some quotes because my God,
Hell yeah.
I just okay. Let me just go for it. Do you want me to read these? Do you guys
Yeah,
want to read
I wanna
them?
hear-
Okay, so
from
we
you.
infect Dr. Bob.
We're not there yet, but yes, we infect
Okay.
Dr. Bob, and then things happen. And oh yeah, okay. So he says, I'll do it, and she's like, no, you might die. And he says, better me than some helpless children. And you're like, oh, he's so selfless. And then he says, I didn't tell you this before, but I have the coronavirus, so I need this. She was like, oh no, and covers her mouth because they weren't practicing social distance etiquette. In the lab.
Right. Even though they should be like, all like, you'd think that that's what you're going to be in your PPE.
I thought you just said pee-pee. I'm like, what?
In your PPE, yeah.
Do you need to
that's
go
later.
again?
Yeah.
That's where you're gonna pee.
That's where your pee-pee is, in the lab.
Oh my God. Okay, this is page 3.
Remember when we would sanitize like our groceries before we brought it
I
inside?
Yeah.
never really did that.
I did that once.
I think I
Yeah.
did it
Went-
once and I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very. Okay, this is page 3, and she's basically just setting up like she's in a lab. She's working with COVID. Dr. Gertley Chund. Is he hot? No. Dr. Gertley Chund was small and had a funny mustache, but after having been stuck in a lab with him for so long, so deprived of the feeling of a hot man dog inside her lubricated.
Man dog?
Excuse me, I'm reading. A hot man dog inside her lubricated pussy bun.
Oh my God.
She had even considered asking him if he'd be interested in a quick bit of sex to help her get over the infatuation so she could get on with searching for a cure, because she's infatuated with the virus.
Oh. A man dog and her pussy bun.
Lubricated.
Do you want to read some of these quotes?
Do you think it's hot? Do you think it's mustard,
Relish.
relish,
Oh.
ketchup, or mayonnaise?
Or chili.
Ooh, chili cheese.
Um
Or a gherkin.
so she's already even before it materializes as a man, she's like obsessed.
She's already horned up.
with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Like in a sexual way or just like I want
This
to beat
is
it.
the second paragraph.
Okay.
She's holding a test tube with active coronavirus in
And
it.
she's
Okay, let's. You think she just kisses it a little bit?
Oh,
Come on.
she puts it in her vagina, I bet.
the test.
She recognized the power she had in her grip, the virus which had claimed so many lives and which made her heart beat furiously like a wild tiger thrashing in its cage. Despite the devastation the virus was causing across the globe, Alexa felt a rush of excitement every time she picked up the sample, like a pulsating, erect penis, desperate to unleash its devastation on anyone who touched it. It had been so long since Alexa had been with a man that the virus was the only thing she could get near which would give her any thrill. The tickle in her knickers when she worked with the
Oh.
sample was the only sexual release she'd experienced since the virus had begun to unleash hell. Now she held it in her hand. Imagine what she could do with it. She rubbed her hand over her breast, her nipple hardening like a tic tac.
Oh. I love the Mad Libs of this game, of this book. Like,
They're like, what's something hard that you eat? And someone's like, Tic Tac.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
What do you call your pants? Knickers. Yeah.
What do you, funny word for dick?
Hot dog.
hot
A dog dick?
hot man dog.
Man dog.
That's what you love. That's what you're always requesting.
Dog dick.
Speaking of knickers, this author is not American, I'm pretty sure.
I was
Yeah.
wondering that was going to be my next
There's
question.
the next page, there's little like talking about how it spread over the world. Then slowly the virus had spread across the globe, Asia, Europe, some other places. But
How
most
old is this person?
but most importantly and worryingly, America.
You know, if we're suffering, everyone suffers.
That's when it matters.
Yeah.
God.
We're the narcissistic parent of the country or of the world.
Oh, she opened the tube filled with the coronavirus sample. Pop. Alexis stared at it. The creamy liquid bubbled and popped like a fresh bowl of Rice Krispies. Even the sound of the virus made her ovaries clash together like cymbals. You've done this to yourself, Vanessa. You asked for this.
You love
I
it.
just asked you to read a little bit.
And now look where we are.
It was your favorite word.
Now it's your favorite topic.
This is your there are 4 more of these.
You love it when they talk about COVID in books.
And this is what you've done.
This is now, it's all COVID.
You're welcome.
This is a COVID podcast.
This is a COVID podcast.
When Alexa says, okay, all the samples were good, and Dr. Gertley Chund, Bob, is like, okay, we can do it. We can start the trial. And she's like, cool, I'll write the letter to the medical council. No, said Dr. Bob, we're skipping approval from the medical council. Alexa's heart fluttered like it had done the time she'd fucked the farmer's cross-eyed son and uncrossed his eyes.
Okay.
What?
Wow.
That's page 6.
Wow.
I wonder if this
Wow.
person really worked in the lab.
I just think that they did a Mad Libs because it's so, wow.
We're basically at the sex scene.
Ooh.
What page do you think the first coming is on?
Is it 9?
7.
Oh my God.
Ooh, 13.
Oh, wow. Right at the
Cursed.
end?
Yes.
It's how it ends with her.
We
Well,
gotta build up a
technically,
lot of
it's
plot.
12.
Right. But then
Oh,
she's got to
true.
do Delta and then she's got to do Omicron.
Right, yes.
Hang
Dr.
out with-
Amy Amyson.
Amy.
Tetris.
Yeah, where's Dr. Amy Amyson?
She's hanging out. I don't know. She's doing
She's
her
just
thing.
there.
She's around.
Is she part of the sex scene?
She's in the future.
Oh.
She's not in this book.
Oh.
Oh, she's next.
She's like book 3 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you say that? Would you feel like this is a no-ick for you?
No, absolutely not. This is full of icks. This is, but in a really good way.
Okay.
Where it's like a really fun time
Yeah.
in a very gross, like it's meant to be like, what did you just say? What did I just read? Like
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
But like these are words on a page. Yeah.
These are words on a page.
So Emily's reading now?
Do you want to cast the man?
Well, I still am going to go with Willem Dafoe.
Willem
Put a
Dafoe?
little mustache on him. Put him like a little commander. What's the guy from Batman? Gordon? Commander Gordon? Professional
Commissioner.
Commissioner Gordon. Put one of those little mustaches on him. And then I've also been in my Soprano summer. So we could put a little bit of that Ralphie character as that.
Sure.
These are all like intertwined. Like,
Oh, you're making a
People I
man. You're
can mix
molding
up.
a man.
I was listening and not reading, but did we cast Chris Messina? Because you were just talking about how much you love him. No?
So
He's too hot.
does he,
Jesse Eisenberg?
when he turns
could be.
into the man, into coronavirus, is he green?
Yes.
does he look the same or does he get hot?
He's different.
Chris Messina.
Okay.
Do you want to read? Because this'll I can start you
Oh,
off from where
this'll-
like
the
the
transformation.
transition,
Okay,
and
okay.
then
Yeah.
it'll go into.
We're
Start
jumping
me
the
up.
gun.
Fluff me up.
The first part of it, I wasn't sure if you'd be reading or not. So it starts on this page, but it's orange, and then eventually it'll get to the.
Okay. Oh, wait,
There's
where's
a paragraph that says 4.
Thank you for my book. I'm now going to read it.
You good? Right?
And we can
Ready?
edit
And
that
this is
stuff out.
from what book is this? Kissing the Coronavirus.
This is from Kissing the Coronavirus.
This is a
Written
reading.
while sick with COVID in April
Ooh,
2020.
yeah.
Dramatic telling.
Well,
of-
it's technically called Kissing the Coronavirus. Kissing the Coronavirus Chronicle Book 1.
book 1. Yep.
Wow.
For some reason, the lights flashed. Wind whipped around the lab, lashing Alexis's hair back. This is like every like Marvel movie. We're like, what? And lashing Alexa's hair back and forth and shaking her ample breasts.
Oh.
Ample.
The wind made her boobs jiggle?
Yeah, they're ample and they're blowing in
She's
the wind.
definitely not
They're
wearing a
going
bra.
all different directions. Up
Over
and
her
down, all
shoulder.
around. Yeah, flop around her shoulders. Like, get back over here.
Get back over here.
There was lots of sound and shaking. This didn't have an editor. Because I understand that
Can you imagine
They
writing
were
this and being
on
like,
lockdown.
they were on lockdown.
That's true.
Maybe they asked their partner, their friend, their neighbor.
So this should have said there were lots of there was lots of sound and shaking. Does that sound weird to you?
Yeah, there was a lot of sound.
There was lots of sound and shaking. Do we know the age of?
We do not.
Okay. sound and shaking, and Alexa's heart hammered harder than the time that she was hammered by the carpet fitter when he came to fit carpets in her
She just
country
be fucking
manner.
everybody.
The look that Vanessa just did. This is so fun.
The cross-eyed farmer
She's
son.
like, I can fix him. I can cure him.
That's why she's so horned up, because it's been weeks since she was able to hold a real penis.
Oh, so she just be fucking everybody.
She's like, I
everybody.
wish Dr. Gertley Chund was more attractive, but she specifically talks about how she grabs his arm at one point and his biceps were so small, so weak.
Oh my God.
And then she also talks about how he has a mustache, which is not helpful because it's the beginning of a beard and it should just be a beard. It's like how a micropenis is the beginning of a penis, but it doesn't matter until it's all there.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
We're not even at the official sex scene yet, and Emily's already...
Alexa edged back, pushing back until her back pushed. Okay, I have to start over because
This sentence, by the way, when I was looking for my reviews, this sentence, almost more than any other, was referenced in the reviews as like, let me give you an example of the writing and how intentionally bad it is.
Oh my God.
Alexa edged back, pushing back until her back pushed back against the wall.
It's so good.
Like, what? A hand clamped down on the workspace. It looked like a normal hand, except it was green.
Oh
Dun,
my
dun, dun.
Dr. Gertley Chund, what's happened to your hand? Wailed Alexa. I don't know who that is. Wait. I don't know. And then all caps, who that is, came a bellowing bellow. It's like a warm up. We need to read this book as from like a bellowing
theater
bellow and a back to gets back. Came a bellowing bellow, which rattled the beakers and tinkled the tubes around the lab.
Sally sold seashells by
Yeah,
the
this is like
seashore.
yeah.
There was a low groan, almost like a growl, which deepened and became a roar, a guttural, animalistic roar. So strong and powerful, it made Alexa's clitoris judder with anticipation.
Judder.
What's a judder?
I don't know, but I think it's shudder, but like not. That's just what my mind associates it
flutter?
with
Yeah.
something. But I think it's maybe British because I've seen it a couple times in fanfic and I always go, what?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
it's like a shudder.
udders.
Yeah.
That's what I just assumed, but that's probably just because it sounds like it. So
Yeah. Udders.
it got me through. It was fine.
So that's tease.
Then, one detail at a time, Dr. Gertley Chund stood from behind the workspace to reveal himself. His strong brow, piercing blue eyes, supple lips, a wide jaw like the trunk of a car. She's like looking out her window. Trunk of the car. Okay,
Look at
that'll be that.
Like
Bulky.
the trunk of a car.
His jaw is like a trunk of a car.
Yeah.
Bulky, thick shoulders, a flat stomach, a bulge in his trousers the size of a medium-length python.
A medium length.
Not a full
It's not.
python.
It's medium.
It's not crazy.
It's a medium one.
Extra medium?
Ooh. His body had grown so much, his lab uniform had torn. His thighs had obliterated his pants, muscles poking out like a cheeky kitten.
So he's the Hulk
So he's tough and it's like, meow.
with cheeky kittens on his thighs. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
His pectoral muscles were so large and toned, they practically hummed. Boom. The tip of his penis winked out above his belt line. Wink,
Emily's winking at us.
wink.
I don't like it.
So it's up over the.
It's like just chilling.
It came up to the top because it's
It's
just
peeking
so
its little head
big.
out like a
Yeah.
cheeky little python.
like a medium-sized python.
a medium size. Yeah. Don't be dramatic, okay?
Okay.
And Alexa was positive he wasn't even erect. She couldn't stop staring, and it was green. And he was covered in small green bumps, which it was covered in small green bumps, which sciencey people like Alexa called spike proteins.
Sciencey people,
I'm a sciencey people because I'm a woman in STEM.
women in STEM.
So Okay, now we get into their conversations.
Now it's highlighted properly for the sex scene for you. Yep. It's happening. Vanessa, how you feeling?
I feel good.
Excited? What happens to you if I say the word mayonnaise?
I'm good.
We'll see. We'll see.
Are you in there,
Oh
Dr.
my
Gertley
God.
Chan, Bob? No, said the enormous green man. He was at least a meter tall than Dr. Gertley Chund had been, and almost twice as wide.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a meter taller.
Then, who are you? Asked Alexa. I don't know. Do you know who you are? I don't think so. Wait, I think so, he said.
Literally, that dialogue is, who are you? Vanessa, stop throwing things. Stop throwing your phone. That dialogue is him saying, she goes, who are you? And he says, I don't know. Do you know who you are? I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
Which one is it?
It's
Where
like the
are
tests
we?
that test positive and negative at the same time or whatever
Oh,
the hell.
yeah, where you're like, is 2 lines good, 2 lines bad?
There's
Crossed?
layers to this.
Oh, my God.
Are you the virus? Yes, he said. What happened to Dr. Gertley Chand? I consumed him. How? He had the virus. There were traces of the virus in the vaccine. Vast traces. Adding them together created more virus than a man could handle. I'm the result.
Oh, my God.
That hurt my little throat.
You look possessed.
You're being really brave. I hope these.
Wait. You are COVID-19.
Like,
Yes.
like fucking, what's the nanny with the
The nanny?
the
Mrs.
nanny
Doubtfire.
with the the one
Mary
from
Poppins.
Disney.
Amelia Bedelia?
Yes.
Oh, Mary Poppins, yes. She's more refined.
She's
It's
Julie
My Fair
Andrews. Let's
Lady,
not.
yeah. It's fine, he said softly. I can sense that you're immune. Immune to the virus?
Oh my
she
God.
asked. To you? Yes, he said. You're asymptomatic. You had the virus without even knowing. Does that mean Dr. Gertley Chand was infected because of me?
Hang
How
on.
is she immune then?
Vanessa's a sciencey question. Yeah, she's not. She's not immune. She
Yeah.
gets it, but she simply doesn't have symptoms.
Gotcha.
She's asymptomatic.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Early days of COVID.
She
We
can
didn't
take
know.
it.
We listen. Up was down. Down was up. Who even
We don't know.
knows?
Sanitizing groceries, we don't know.
We hadn't started baking bread yet, so
Yeah.
like.
I hadn't started 18 different hobbies and immediately quit all of them.
No.
Not still doing that?
Not still, yeah. He nodded. A single tear trickled down Alexa's rosy red cheek, and then she closed her eyes. Suddenly, a strong chunk of a finger rubbed across Alexa's cheek.
Strong chunk of a finger.
Strong chunk of a finger.
Yeah.
The virus had wiped it away for her.
Aw,
He had-
Vanessa.
So sweet.
Isn't that so sweet?
He's a caretaker.
He's nice.
He had been strong but soft, assertive yet caring.
Aw.
Alexa's clitoris floundered.
Floundered. It's not juddering anymore. It's floundering.
It's like, woo, because she's so wet. It's like a fish. She couldn't be feeling this way. She should be frightened, terrified, but she didn't feel any of that. The virus opened his hand to Alexa, nestled her cheek into it. Oh, and Alexa nestled her cheek into it. It was like lying on a warm, welcoming pillow, soft and strong, dreamy and happy.
Oh.
Some other nice things she couldn't even describe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dr. Gertley Chand, she whispered. He's gone, said the virus. I'm here now. She nodded and shuffled towards him. He opened up his body, allowing Alexa to be engulfed in his skin and muscles. She felt his convulsing member against her waist. It was so long and warm and fat, like an arm without the bones. She wondered what it would look like erect.
Probably like a long length python.
Probably like a medium length, well, medium to then long to then
Extra
an arm.
medium. Yeah.
Maybe
arm
an arm with
without
bones.
bones.
Yeah. What's your name? She asked. Call me COVID, he said. She looked at him.
It sounds like Cody.
Yeah.
Oh
Kobe.
no! See, that's why. That's
She looked up at him. His eyes were striking like a goat's. without the sideways pupils. That's what makes him a goat eye, is that it's a creepy pupil.
This reminds me. Remember when we went to Key West?
Yes.
For those of you who are listening or watching and don't listen to Regulation Podcast, whatever episode it was where they talked about how we went to Key West, the story was told. But do you remember how Eric got cursed by the water and nearly died?
Yeah, he did.
Choking?
Picking up the silver.
Yeah.
Yes, I was reading this today and he was in the kitchen and I was reading him a lot of excerpts. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I got to that one specifically about the goat's eyes, but he was taking a drink of water and I started reading it and looked up and I went, I'm going to wait, you're going to choke. And he looked at me like, no, it's mine. And then after he heard it, he was like, that would have killed me. That would have been
my
the end of it.
The curse
back
lives
the curse.
on. He's got to be careful around water.
I know.
Oh my God. So not like a goat's eyes, but like a goat's eyes.
like
But
the
without
goat's
the
eyes.
one thing that makes a goat's eye look like a goat's eye.
Correct. You got it.
They were getting closer. So close she could see the details in his face. The spike proteins lapping away from his skin. His lips so close she could taste them. His tongue so soft and hot like a chunk of...
I could throw up.
You are. You are.
a
This is
chunk
the
of
worst
mayonnaise.
thing we've ever read in a book so far.
God damn it.
10 toes down. It'll be 100 more episodes before we get to something as bad as this.
Chunk of what?
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Show
Like-
it to me, Rachel.
Show it to me like a chunk of microwaved fish sloshing around inside her mouth.
First of all, that is illegal.
It's illegal
to microwave fish.
Yeah. Especially in a workplace. Oh, God.
You've done this to yourself.
You brought this pandemic. A big
That sounds like Barbara.
hand grabbed at her even bigger breast.
Ample.
Clinging on her
I was thinking like one is bigger than the other.
clinging on like he was climbing a mountain. COVID tore at her lab coat, revealing her perfectly round, perfect breasts. He lowered his neck and chewed away at her bra, allowing it to
What?
He's COVID, his spike proteins.
Just go with it.
He's like, I don't know how to unhook
like,
a bra.
look,
That's telling us that you can get COVID on surfaces that you nothing is safe.
His tongue is a chunk of microwaved fish.
Sloshing around in her mouth. Is that better or worse than when they say it's a hot kiss?
I'll take
His hot breath.
This is a hot fish kiss. Mm-hmm. I'll take
Microwave,
just
too.
regular hot, but hot microwaved specifically.
Sloshing, so there's a lot of liquid.
I don't like it.
Okay, so he lowered his neck and chewed away at her bra, allowing it to drop to the floor so her breasts were unleashed. Dump 'em out.
Dump them out.
They bounced around like water balloons, glistening in the summer sun. She had nice nipples.
They're like Tic
Tic-Tacs.
Tacs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like Tic Tacs. COVID licked Alexa up and down. That's that microwave fish tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Her knees buckled and she fell, but COVID reacted fast and caught her, laying her down softly on the cool tiled floor. But she didn't want him to have all the fun. She snatched at his pants, ripping what remained of them away and releasing his beast of a cock. It swelled like a balloon. I just hear the sound of like swelled like a balloon being filled with helium, rising up, standing to command, begging for her to take it all in her hands. She grabbed it and began to stroke up and down. COVID groaned, but didn't stop lapping at Alexa's body. His cock rocked up and down with appreciation.
I'm getting motion sickness.
Oh,
from
weird.
Up and down.
Weird. I
Right.
feel very bad for you. Yeah.
She's riding it. The veins bulging out further than she'd ever seen.
Decorated with veins.
Decorated. It's his spike proteins. That's what sciencey people call it.
Right. It's a python.
She took him deep into her mouth, her throat stretching as he can, like a python's.
Oh, her jaw unhinged.
His COVID's jaw is as big as a trunk.
That is true. That's true.
Her throat stretching as he continued to grow. But this enticed her more as she took more and more of his cock, slobbering all over it and grunting with appreciation.
Grunting. Okay.
It's always off camera. It's when we stretch our little feet out and just point. Like, it's not kicking our little feet. It's just like,
Get
I
me
need
out
to,
of here.
like,
I'm trying to leave.
She's halfway out the room.
just being pulled out the door.
Because he has fish mouth and also his jaw is wide like a trunk. Do you think he's a pelican?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, cool.
He then, so took more of his,
Vanessa's so mad. You look so done.
I'm not mad. I'm just.
she's like, I hate COVID.
It's icky.
The mad will come later after the shock wears off, yeah.
Then he pulled it out and made a popping sound. Pop. And he spun her over, clamping his hands down on her ass, spreading her cheeks wide so he could thrust his warbling member deep into her pocket of ecstasy.
Pocket of ecstasy.
I'm kind of okay with pocket of ecstasy. That's from
After
Surfing the Cosmos.
After
It
the
sounds like
fish mouth?
a treasure trove or something.
Yeah, like a satchel full of secrets and sneezes.
It was like an earthquake had hit the lab. COVID thrust and thrust and thrust, and all Alexa could do was grab hold of the table legs and try not to crack her teeth on the floor as she lay there open-mouthed, gasping, desperate to cry out in pleasure, but not able to make a single sound.
Because she has COVID, she lost her voice.
Oh,
That's
for
what
real?
that's alluding to. I don't know.
Oh.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm MJ Edwards.
He just blind side. Her pussy tightened around COVID's cock, and his grunting made it tighten further. She'd never experienced anything like it. And she came her entire body. Oh, and as she came, her entire body spasmed and writhed around like a bumble. I dropped that. I got flustered. Like a bumble ball with no off switch.
I don't know. I didn't look it up. I saw
UK
it.
listeners, let us know. What's a bumble ball?
Listeners, what the fuck is going on?
A firm hand cracked against her ass, and COVID grunted like a thunderclap. He filled her with love lotion. That's new.
I think it's our first gag.
Yeah.
Oh, it can't be. We're talking about mayonnaise and stuff yesterday.
lotion.
Love lotion. He filled her with love
Love lotion number 9.
Which got her song.
Which oozed out instantly and spread right across the floor.
Just like the spread of COVID.
Like mayonnaise. She'd been fucked like she'd never been fucked before.
Not even the cross-eyed farmer's son or the carpet fitter.
Yeah, COVID.
So specific.
Yeah.
She felt amazing. She felt alive. She felt, what is this feeling? A warmth both inside and out, bubbly like cola, ran through her veins as COVID wrapped her up in his arms like she was filling in. Right when I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm
Do the voices.
I'm going to do it. I go, ugh. As COVID wrapped her up in his arms like she was the filling in a burrito. She realized that she never wanted to be apart from him. She wanted to spend eternity encased in his warming warmth. Was this love? She looked up into COVID's eyes and he stared right back.
His goat eyes.
His goat eyes without the goat part.
Right.
Her heart raced, sweat poured from her pores. He had undoubtedly taken her breath away. For the rest of the evening, Alexa and COVID remained in their embracing embrace.
Where is the rest of the team? Oh, they died.
They're dead or became COVID.
Or they're like, nobody was in the lab. It was just them.
No, there was 4 of them. 2 of them died. I forgot
Oh,
about
shit,
that.
that's
Sorry.
right. No PPE. And COVID remained in her embracing embrace, barely able to take their eyes away from one another. Gone were Alexa's worries. No more did she mourn Dr. Gertlie Chund. Missing was her aching to be savaged vaginally.
Does that say that?
Vaginally. Vaginally. Oh, it's vaginally.
Yeah, I was like, I'll let her have it.
But it's because it's like split up.
And we are so vagina.
Vaginally.
Vaginally.
Vaginally. It's cut up. She had listened to her heart and vagina and allowed herself to succumb to COVID's charm. She had ignored what her head had said, the dread, and instead, what her head had said and dread and said, she had embraced love. She lay still and listened to COVID's heart, and she closed her eyes, and she rested.
Died.
What?
And rested. And
The end.
I feel like this is like a fever dream while this
while
person
she's dying
had
of COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
she was infected. It's being told like this is like when it's like go towards the light.
Her fever
Like she
is so
was
high.
getting
She's
her carpet
tripping
redone
balls.
right before the
Yeah, she
close
was.
happened.
About the author during the coronavirus pandemic, she turned her hand to writing, combined the two biggest parts of her life at the moment: the virus and sex. Any similarities to real life situations are purely coincidental. She lives in Surrey with her husband and 19 ferrets.
Oh my God.
MJ Edwards, I love you.
Love it.
You know, you with your 19 ferrets in Surrey,
yeah.
sex and but it's coincidental. Like,
Yeah.
this wasn't written about anybody in specific.
if
She
your
did
name is
not
Dr.
sleep with the farm
Right.
hands
His eyes are still
son.
crossed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you had your back up against the back to your back and the back and the back
Yes.
of the back.
Yeah. Pushed back.
In the back, pushed in
Pushing
the back.
Pushing. Move back.
Wow.
How we all feeling?
How you
Having fun?
feeling?
I feel good. I
She
feel
loves
like
it.
I have COVID.
Do you feel
Yeah.
asymptomatic?
No, I feel
Do you feel like
symptomatic.
the inside of a burrito?
Oh my God.
That's definitely, she got infected and died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's debate. The reader can decide. Listeners, what do you think? Do you think she
Oh.
died?
Is that
Because
like
it's after they finish having sex, she can't catch her breath. She's pouring sweat. She like all the
Yeah,
symptoms
she
are
sounds
like
like she died.
She's never felt
warming
like-
in warmth and his like she's wrapped up in the it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I love it.
There's no better way to go than
True.
going to Pound Town.
Getting taken care of vaginally.
Vaginally. What do the good people at Goodreads think?
Thank you so much for asking. I pulled 5-star reviews again.
Yay!
Love it. Because how could you give this one star?
How could you?
Yeah.
That and Conquer by Clippy, I figured there's this only the best.
Yeah.
Say no bad things.
Do you have any friends at Reddit? Any
I
Goodreads?
checked. No one you know has read this book.
Nice.
Trash.
No one you know has admitted to reading the
Yeah.
Corona Chronicles.
But we're gonna.
Emily
Hey, it's me. I did it.
said, "This is technically a book.
That's me.
This is
Words
literally
on
you.
a page.
These are words on a page.
This is literally you. So confused yet so horny.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna slither out of here.
This is the best and worst thing I've ever read. The Troll 2 of erotic literature. Whether it was worth 99 cents is a deep philosophical question.
Oh, she paid.
Get that bag.
I didn't pay. It's been long enough now that it was Kindle Unlimited, everyone. So for
Nice.
those of you that want to read this for yourself, Kindle
yeah,
Unlimited.
you can find it on our Amazon storefront.
Benny said, I mean, it's awful, but I genuinely couldn't stop laughing when I was reading it, but I think I've lost faith in humanity.
Nice.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Katie is referencing people who are saying, like, awful writing, 1 star. Goodness gracious, is 2020 the year that humor officially died?
Hell yeah.
I've seen some claims that this is tasteless and shouldn't have been written. I never really buy arguments like that since kissing the coronavirus is abundantly obvious about what it is, and you could just choose not to read it.
Yeah.
I also don't think anyone is getting off to this, or maybe they are. I don't know. Strange times and all that.
It still is. Still is.
say.
We just were like, we've just got to go indoors for like 2
Yeah.
or 3 weeks. It's all going to be normal when we come out. 3-4 years
In
later.
that aspect, I miss coronavirus.
I mean,
Want to kiss it?
I liked playing Animal Crossing
Yeah.
at home. And
I
would do it different this time though.
liked
What would you do different?
Not be as scared. Not necessarily
Oh,
scared, but like
yeah.
there's a lot of stuff. Like a lot of people I know that were like, what's hard is our business completely shut down.
Yeah.
Where Jeff's ramped up to where he now was having to take an entire production company and turn it into a live stream company from home. And I had moved in 2 weeks prior to shutdown.
Oh
where
my God.
I had lived alone and
I
had
never
had
knew that.
Yeah, so it was like, so I was comfortable in the house because like, I mean, I helped pick it out, but like
Yeah.
that sort of thing of where it was like, cool. I went from like, I'm still totally going to get my alone time. And I have a house with a pool, but, to living with him to where.
And never going to work.
Never going to work.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff also traveled a lot.
Yeah.
Before COVID.
So it was like we were just like at home. And he was just like, it would be one of those things where I'd see him run across the house to go to the bathroom to then run back to his computer. Like I just didn't even interact with him. So I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just sit here. Yeah. And then we got Animal Crossing because that's all Vanessa did. And then that's how we all hung out we had
birthday parties.
Yeah, we did.
I was like, why did my birthday have to happen right before we all got this game?
I know. I didn't get one either.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Anyways.
For as bad as it was and all the disclaimers in the world, one thing that I enjoyed was Eric suddenly working from home because Libra, got to eavesdrop on a lot of his business meetings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not all of them, but like, oh, yeah. And it just felt like that's the thing where this, like every time I've socialized in the past, 5 years in Austin, it's been basically a work event.
Yeah.
And I don't work at the company. It's like being at a work Christmas party, but you don't work there. Like, and so that kind of like made me go like, I know who they're talking about now. Right. Like I have, I don't know. It was just fun. And then Eric made me a little poster that was, we nominated Tyson as Employee of the Month, March 2020. And I was like,
my goodness.
Because I was not doing very well during that time in my life. And my OCD like flared up and got real weird. That's when I got really paranoid about cameras, which I'm now over.
Oh my God.
We're working on it.
Look at that.
Look at us. We've all come a long way.
Mm-hmm. And MJ coped in this way, and I love her for it.
Yeah. And we appreciate, and we're still celebrating, her coping.
That was the last 5-star review that I pulled. Sarah, thank you to the author for bringing me joy during a dark time. This was my favorite read of the month.
Again, that's how we handle everything. Anything that we joke about, especially if people are like, that's really serious. It's like, that's
the point.
That's why I have to joke about it.
Help me lighten this because I don't, my shoulders can't carry this as well.
Yeah. I'll just lay down.
Time, if someone tells me something, I have to kind of ask like, are we at the joking phase yet?
Are we ready to go and undercut this tension?
I've got some stuff ready to go.
Locked and loaded. Yeah.
I'm ready to make you feel better about this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
If you want to make us feel better about this.
Vanessa's ill, so.
Thank you for my punishment. I'll
You're
take
welcome.
it on the chin.
You were a good girl.
It was worth the read yesterday for our bonus episode.
Mm-hmm.
We'd been talking about this book for a while. And I'm excited. I love these kind of, I just love there's so many different areas that we can go into and I never know where we're going to go,
Just slip and slide.
And then it kind of works because the one that we did for our July patrons is kind of another unhinged one. So this will be for all of you who are, for one reason or another, not yet subscribed to our Patreon.
Yeah. Come join us.
What's our Patreon?
Patreon.com/ClutchMyPearlsPod.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
And you can follow us everywhere on the internet at ClutchMyPearlsPod. Everywhere on the internet. You can send us an email at ClutchMyPearlsPod@gmail.com. We interact the most on YouTube comments, TikTok. Follow us there. Like, subscribe on that.
Friend us on Goodreads. Unless you don't want a shouting out friend of the podcast, any reviews you have, just be aware we might.
Yeah. We have merch. You can check our link in bio and
link in bio.
Link in bio. We'll come out with some new stuff eventually, but we'll see. I mean, we will, but I don't know. if you're on our Patreon, you get our episode a day early. So I'll see you Monday, and for everyone else, see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.
Lockdown.
Done.